Hi everybody, welcome back to Stalker on PC, and I'm in the Anomaly mod. Well, mod's not really doing its justice. This is a complete rework of the original trilogy with a new storyline, new locations, new graphics, all that sort of stuff. But what I want to talk about in this video is how to use the Stalker Anomaly debug menu or cheat menu, or I guess you might call it the trainer menu. But you must always remember that when you start playing around with things like this, in single player story driven especially with quests games, you've got to be careful you don't break the game. So make sure you make multiple saves so that if something does go wrong, because unlike in something like DayZ, which is an open world sandbox where you can use admin mode, you can do different things, it doesn't really change the game much, apart from that you might end up with a load of junk on the map. In Stalker and in story games, there's obviously things that have to happen in a particular order, and if they don't, that could well break the game. Now, I'm going to show you how to turn this on at the end of the video, so we don't have to do a load of loading. But basically what happens is when you launch the Anomaly launcher, you'll see the little option to fire it up in debug mode, but I'll kind of show you that in a little bit. But what you do is, once you've launched it in debug mode, if we press escape, if you look in the bottom left hand corner of the screen, you'll see that it says debug mode, press F1 to help, and this will then tell you the kind of the things that you can do. So generally what you're going to be doing is you're going to be pressing F7, and this brings up the menus. So I'm going to show you how to spawn something in. We'll look at changing the time, I guess, changing the weather, turning on God mode, all that sort of stuff. So God mode easy, just click G. So we've got God mode now, unlimited ammo. There we go, we've now got unlimited ammo. Item spawner, this is very cool. So we can go into the item spawner, and these are all the things. And this is super powerful because we can go to weapons, and let's go to, say, weapons rifle. And we've got all the weapons here. We've got the names here, and then we've got pictures of them. So you can say, oh, right, what do I fancy? What's I trying? Okay, so why don't we dig out the Stir Org A1. Now that uses 556 by 45, and we're going to spawn that in the inventory. So let's click that. So now we need some ammo. So 556 by 45, wasn't it? 556 by 45. Armor piercing, why not? Let's spawn some of those. So now if I come out of here and go into my inventory, there we have the Sturg ore, which we can then put there, and there we have the ore. And I guess we've got unlimited ammo now as well. How cool is that? So, you know, you can mess around with that sort of thing. So let's go print escape, and let's press F7 again. So we've looked at God mode, we looked at spawning something in. Let's look at changing the time. Now this is in lighting. No, it's not. This is in weather. Here we go. So when you go to the weather entry, you can change the weather to whatever you want. Let's have foggy, and then we can change the time of day as well. So we can say let's have it at, I don't know, 0400. Oh, bit dark. There we go. Let's go back to, let's go to 1600 in the afternoon. Oh, didn't like that. Sorry, 16. There we go. And let's make it, what could we have? Stormy. Default stormy. Does that do anything? No. How about rain? There we go. There we've got some rain. And you can really go to town and changing lots of different things to get a different look for the game, which I think is absolutely marvellous. So let's go back in again. So we've looked at the weather editor. There's obviously lots of different things you can play around with this, changing the faction, changing whether people like you or not. Lots of stuff, but again, be very careful about it because it can break the game. But the other thing you're probably interested in, apart from God mode, spawning stuff in and having ammo, is fast travel. So if you press P to bring up your PDA, here we go, and then we zoom in, what you can do, you can scroll around and you could say near any of the fast travel points. In fact, can you do it anyway? There we go. You sort of right click them and then left click on fast travel to mill space restrictor. Now, you can't do this if you're injured and bleeding, I think, because I got injured and bleeding and it wouldn't let me fast travel, so watch out for that. So make sure you spawn in some bandages and use them. And also, I thought I had God mode activated, but I did get injured by something, so I'm not quite sure how that happened. Also, bear in mind that there's certain areas of the map that are very dangerous. Unless you've got the right kit on, you're going to get injured and damaged sort of straight away, so you know, watch out for that sort of thing. So I think you'll agree. So just press escape, just press F7. We've got loads of different things we can play around with, very good indeed. And then we've got F1 if you're not quite sure what to do. So let's now jump out of here. If we quit the game but don't exit, you can also, if you're just in this menu, you can do, if we just press F1, it's F2. Yeah, so if you press F2, it launches into this rather cool little test map sort of thing, which is very small, which means you could then go into the debug menu, and I guess you could spawn in different things and try them out, couldn't you? So we could go objects, item spawner. So let's try, I don't know, shotguns. What do we want? So that's 12 by 70. So let's now go to ammo. 12 by 70. And then what we should be able to, now we've got the, we can check things out, and I guess you could play around with and do various things that way. So a nice little bonus there as well. Now if we quit the game now and exit to Windows, let me show you how you start it up. So if we go Stalker Anomaly, so this is the launcher, and it's as simple as just ticking debug mode there. So you have debug mode, and then you click play Stalker Anomaly, and then it will jump in, and then again you have access to all those things. Just remember F1 when you're in the pause screen, and that will show you the different things that you can do. Well, there we go. How fantastic is this? But again, I know I've said it all the way through this, but be very careful, because it's very easy to break the game. Any game that has a story mode where you've got sequential things that are happening, by spawning in the wrong thing, killing the wrong person, going to the wrong place at the wrong time. So, you know, be careful about that. Anyway, that's enough from me. Hopefully you found this video useful. If you have, hit like. If you want to see more of the same, press subscribe. And of course, I'll see you again soon.